Welcome to the Week 2 edition of the Catamount Football Show. I'm Bill Mayo, your host. On this week's show, we're going to take a look back at the Northwest game and also talk about the upcoming game with the Sonoraville Phoenix. So stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
I was tired of being limited by my knee pain.
I fell while riding my bike and needed a partial hip replacement.
I was kicking the ball and I felt a snap.
From joint replacements to complex spinal surgeries, Hamilton Medical Center's experts know how to get you back in the game. Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is Joint Commission certified in hip, knee, and shoulder replacement surgery. If pain is keeping you on the sidelines, get your life back with the help of Hamilton Medical Center.
All right, Coach Land, let's talk a little bit about Friday night's game with Northwest. First, the atmosphere.
Unbelievable.
Tremendous.
That is as good a high school environment, and I hate to say it, it's probably as good a small college environment as you could get. I mean, the obvious was the D-Tron, the big TV certainly enhanced the experience, as we have been saying, but it wasn't what made it. What made it, and first of all, hats off to the Northwest faithful.
I was going to say, they were here at 5 o'clock.
They were here at 5 o'clock. The student section was here at 6 o'clock. They were loud and cranked up and rowdy, and that's what you want. You want your visitors to be like that. So they brought a great contingent. And then, of course, the Dalton faithful. You got the early faithful, you got the on-time faithful, and then you got kind of the first quarter faithful. But it was packed, and our fans were outstanding. I mean, they just did an outstanding job. Our cheerleaders and band did an outstanding job of keeping the crowd up the whole game and staying with us, because it was a long game, and we didn't we got better every quarter, but certainly the first half wasn't as pretty as we wanted. But as far as the atmosphere, that's as good a high school atmosphere at Harmon Field as I've seen in a long time, and certainly probably one of the top 5 or 10 maybe that in my 35, 40 years that I can remember.
Absolutely. Offensively, slow start, but finally scored a touchdown. I was beginning to question.
Got that monkey off our back.
At that point, yeah.
Absolutely.
Almost 6 quarters into the season and got on the board, but talk about the development of the offensive plan during that course of the game.
Well, and you're critical to the development of it. We saw a few things that we felt like played into our strengths, and that's where we are as an offensive team, and really as a total football team. Is there's the things that you want to do, and then there's the things that you need to do. And certainly you come into the game plan wanting to do a lot of things, but there's those things that you need to do to give yourself the best opportunity to win. We felt like staying 2 tight end, working on the middle, and yeah, my mom even told me too, how many times did you run that play up the middle? And I told her as many times as it worked. So we all think that, but the reality is it set up the perimeter good for us. It allowed us to be able to kind of keep everybody where we knew where they were at. Week prior, we've got people coming in every direction. By putting everybody in the box, you can at least see them all and you can read them all. So I thought the offense did a great job of staying patient, staying within the game plan, and it took till the last moment for it to work. But just very proud of the way the coaches coach. You guys did an outstanding job with tweaks and adjustments, and the guys did a great job of taking what we changed on the sidelines and taking it out on the field. So like I say, hats off to you guys, the coaches, and more importantly, the players, being able to do what we practiced, being patient, and then taking off the sidelines what you guys changes you made.
Before we talk about the defense, comment real quick on just the development of the two tight end part of our offense. And I think we'll see lots more of those
Absolutely.
as we go along.
Well, and I'm a defensive coach. We've stated that many times. Anybody knows my career is that as a defensive coach, two tight ends is one of the toughest sets that you can depend. And we're very blessed that we not only have a good tight end, we've got two good tight ends. And we're certainly every week trying to add another layer of what those guys are able to do and what they're capable of within our offense. And I'm so proud of those guys because they've become very physical blockers over the last 2 weeks. You commented about that yesterday in our coaches meeting. They've really developed nicely, and that's been a very good part of our offense to see that growing. And, as a defensive coach, you really only have one good adjustment to two tight ends. And so it's not like, when you get doubles, you can do 4, 5, 6 different things. Two tight ends, you got to pretty much balance up and play football. And right now, that gives us the greatest opportunity to play.
Defensively, I thought they did a great job of containing two really good players in
No doubt.
in Shiflett and
No doubt.
and Sistrunk. I mean, those are two weapons, and pretty much we're able to hold those guys in contain.
We won't see, but maybe one or maybe two quarterbacks probably better than number 3 this whole season. So certainly, even with the conditions that he was playing with and in, he is a danger running the ball. He's a danger throwing the ball. Certainly, the running back is a very large, powerful runner that is able to not only get downhill, as he showed on the third play, he's got great speed in the open field. And our defense, my hat's off. Coach Carpenter and his staff did an outstanding job containing those two, minimizing inflictions, and at the end of the day, holding them to 136 yards. I think 106 yards passing, I believe it was, 120 rushing, whatever. And after that one long run, they pretty much minimized. I think the big guy only had another 35 yards over the next 15 carries.
And then just a gut check on the last drive.
Couldn't
I
have had
couldn't
a
even
better
watch.
guy.
I had to go down to the other.
I saw you just down there. You was ordering brisket or
Way
something.
down here.
Yeah, no, listen, our defense, that was the game we needed, and our defense did exactly what Dalton High defenses have to do, and that is at the end of the day they got to win the game. They've got to go out and they've got to take those 4 shots, the best a team's got to offer, and they've got to control the game, and that's exactly what they did. Bend don't break for basically 7 to 8 series, and 8 series, the game winner, they go down and Harrison Hughes and the whole defense just laid their guts out. Great pressure, forced a bad throw. Harrison knocks it down, and we win the game. I mean, you just can't ask for a better game than that.
Special teams very solid.
Solid, and that's what we got to have. If
Had a punt return call back.
Oh yeah, and that's you look at that and you wish that you'd like to kind of go back. We'll talk about that a little bit in the highlights. But at the end of the day, I think overall, we when you look at it, maybe we tied in one series, but certainly I think we win the other 2 out of 3, and that's what you got to take to win a game.
All right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Sinking deep underneath. You rescued me.
I was tired of being limited by my knee pain.
I fell while riding my bike and needed a partial hip replacement.
I was kicking the ball and I felt a snap.
From joint replacements to complex spinal surgeries, Hamilton Medical Center's experts know how to get you back in the game. Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is Joint Commission certified in hip, knee, and shoulder replacement surgery. If pain is keeping you on the sidelines, get your life back with the help of Hamilton Medical Center.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
Hi, I'm Rick Patton.
Here at Transformer, we specialize in transmission of automatic and manual.
But we also offer all factory scheduled maintenance on all makes and models, along with major and minor repairs on all makes and models.
And all of our remanufactured transmissions comes with a 3-year unlimited mileage nationwide warranty.
We also stock a complete line of BG products to keep your car safe and on the road.
From the Transformers crew, God bless and have a beautiful day.
We're back on Catamount Football. We've got our coaches interview segment. Coach Adam Martinez, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right. So you went away over to the middle school for how long?
I left in 2012, so for 5 years. 2 years after I left, Coach Carpenter called me back. I was eyes in the sky for him. So in 2015, I came back as part-time, and I really enjoyed that. Got to know a little bit about the defense and stuff like that. Helped me be a better offensive coach, actually. I got to know kind of what they were doing.
So talk about how's it been coming back full-time to the football program. You were here for 5 or 6 years before you left. How's it been coming back full-time?
It's just been wonderful. You know, it's one of those things that I struggled with it even in administration. I loved, as much as I loved that job, there was something about it that I just didn't get out yet. And after talking to my wife and my family, it was just something that I said if the opportunity ever came back that I could get back, I would. And lo and behold, last March, I believe we started doing the work, started coming in, and man, just open arms right back in it, back at Dalton High School where I started, and back home with the Catamounts.
And back coaching running backs.
That's right.
So much different group this year than we had some older guys last year and got a bunch of young fellows. Talk about coaching these young running backs. They're talented, but kind of talk about developing them and how that's working.
Well, and not even so much that developing me. You know, when I left here, we were an I formation, and so in which I love the spread and coaching the spread when I was in Tennessee that one year. But coming back, having to know the plays, learning some of the lingo, what it used to be called, it's not called that anymore. So now having to develop these young backs. Luckily for me, since I've taught in elementary school, middle school, and now high school again, I've known these kids. I've had Jameer Gibbs since he was a pre-K, you know, and the same thing with Ty Love. So now having to develop them into the level that we're playing at, knowing their blocks, knowing their reads, and making sure we take care of the ball. That's what we teach every day. They're already fast. I don't have to make them any faster.
So what's some of the things that a young running back, that some of the things that they need to learn, that you want them to learn to be effective in this offense?
I think one of the things is, number one, be coachable. Be where you're going to be. One thing about right now currently with Jameer and Tysh, you see both those backs on Friday nights, is their vision is impeccable. They see the hole, they see the creases, and that's something that takes time to develop. It's not something you can always coach, and they can't second guess themselves. I always talk about pad level. You know, Jameer's kind of a tall back, and I tell him, I said, look, you're kind of skinny. We need to make sure you get pad level, take care of the ball, vision, and then you go be who you are. I'm not going to handcuff them to where I want them to be a robot. I want them to go out there and be a running back.
You've also got a couple of young guys, JV, that are developing as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, I have a couple of sophomores there and junior. You know, Jarek is really, he is a scat back, if I've ever seen one, a water bug type, if you would. And Josh Moore helping out with the H-back right now. And, you know, in our freshman group, it seems like we have like 14 running backs coming in. With the one-back set, they kind of get discouraged a little bit. But I tell them, you know, everybody's one play away from being the next guy. And we certainly found that out in the last couple games. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of. But the same rules, know your plays, take care of the ball, pad level, and do your thing.
Right. You're also helping Coach Bennett out.
Yeah,
in the equipment room.
As much as
talk about that role a little bit.
You know, as much as I tried to get away from when I came here in 2001, Coach Bennett kind of took me under his wing as my mentor, and so you know, equipment. You know, these guys have $800 worth of equipment on, making sure buckles are tight and make sure the cleats, and I'll tell you, we know where every piece of equipment is. It's like we have GPS on it, and Coach Bennett does a fantastic job. He allows me to come in there every once in a while, and if you don't have it right, we'll make it right.
Yeah. Talk about the some of the changes you've seen in the equipment since you've been around football.
Well, I'll tell you, really,
always get Jim to talk about this.
Right. Well, you know, I think for us, shoulder pads, number one is thing, and then the technology in the helmets. Due to the fact that a lot of concussions, everybody's talking about concussions, it's one of those things that we're going to put the best equipment possible that we have available for our kids, and it's almost like a pillow. I mean, some of them are, and some of them have an inner helmet within inside itself, a coating that keeps things down from, as far as when they sweat, and keep them clean. So yeah, technology has changed the game itself and the plastic, and it lasts longer. It sure does.
Okay, before we close this out, update us on your family real quick.
Oh, I have 2 boys and my wife, Jennifer. My oldest, Austin, he's at Dalton Middle School. He's a 6th grader. Jack, he's a 2nd grader at Westwood.
And they're wide open. They love Catamount football.
Wide open. They love football.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Look forward to watching the offense the rest of the season. Stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
It's time to save big at the Furniture of Dalton Labor Day sale. For mid-century modern must-haves and no farm required farmhouse looks, plus everything you need to achieve your lofty goals. All of this and so much more at the best prices of the season. Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
And go Big Red!
The twins came sooner than expected.
The nurses cared for me and my baby.
I chose Hamilton because I trust my doctor.
Hamilton Medical Center is home to beautiful new arrivals every day. Each child and each delivery is unique. Hamilton is prepared with a Level 3 neonatal intensive care unit and comfortable rooms and amenities. Hamilton Medical Center, serving you and your family with compassion, healing, and excellence.
All right, we're back with our player interview segment, and introduce yourself.
My name is Hunter Brummel, play tight end. I'm a senior, number 11.
All right, Hunter, so you guys moved to Dalton this past spring or
March.
In March. So talk to me about being a first-year Catamount player, even though you're a senior. This is your first year in the program.
It's definitely a different mentality. Everything in Dalton is based around football. The whole town knows about football. And Gwinnett is so spread out, and it's not the same feeling or same vibe as Dalton.
So tell me about your first time running out on Harmon Field with the packed crowd out there. How was that experience Friday night?
It was interesting. You could feel the vibrations of the crowd. Everyone's so close to the field, so you can just hear everything. And it's definitely an experience to live for. It's awesome.
Yeah. So you're playing tight end.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that, about your role in the offense and some of the different things. You're doing a lot of different things. You're not
Yes,
just
sir.
lining up at tight end.
Yes,
Kind of
sir.
talk about what you're doing.
See, Coach Land will bring us out to the slot position, or he'll line us down on the ground, 3-point position, and I block. I go out for routes. I set up plays.
You can also be an H-back.
Be an H-back. I run fullback sometimes, and just move me around and use me for everything I can do.
Yeah. So tell me about developing a rapport with the quarterback. I know you guys threw a lot over the summer and certainly hadn't got the ball in your hands as much as we'd like in the first couple of games, but working toward that. But talk about working with JP and the other quarterback.
Me and JP are just working on the communications and the getting to know each other better, like where we're going to be, so we can get the ball in my hands and see what I can do with it.
And after the season, we'll see you on the basketball floor as well.
I play center basketball, number 32.
All right. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for everything you do. We're excited to have you here and look forward to
Excited to be
watching
here.
the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
So, how you guys doing?
My job starts in Portland in a month.
Can we find a buyer that fast? I think we're good. Our CBX app tells us who the best potential buyers are. We can pinpoint where the hottest prospects are located, right on this map.
2 cities over.
It even lets us set the most accurate price.
Wow, it really does all that.
It really does all that.
Well, help us pack?
We're working on that.
All right, let's continue our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
My name is Harrison Hughes. I'm a senior. I'm number 17, and I play free safety. And I'm Noah Bartoo. I'm a senior. I'm number 39, and I play middle linebacker.
All right, Noah, let's start with you. So tell me about being a middle linebacker in the Catamount defense this year.
Well, it's kind of difficult being my size. I'm not very big, but definitely it's fun to go out there and hit the crap out of people.
I like that. I like that answer. So, but talk about your size a little bit, because you're in there with the guards and the tackles coming after you. What do you do to fend those big guys off?
Just try and be as physical as possible. I try to take advantage of my size and try to get out to the edge quicker than most linebackers would. So, yeah.
Talk to me about the excitement of Friday night, the crowd. What a tremendous crowd, right?
Yes, the crowd was amazing. The student section did very good on Friday, being very loud, and it really helped the defense get off the field sometimes to kind of give us some motivation.
So talk about the fourth down play where they're trying to score right there at the end of the game.
I can't really even think about it right now. It's just everything just kind of zoned out, and Hughes made the awesome play of the deflection. He was in the perfect position, and we came out with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're playing pretty much inside all the time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about your ankle? I know you dinged it up a little bit the first week, and how's that doing?
It's doing good. I taped it up a lot, and I've been wearing my brace a lot. And honestly, with all the adrenaline going on Friday, I really didn't pay attention to it too much. So it's been going good.
So tell me about this year. You know, you guys senior class last year. We had a huge senior class. Y'all are not as big. How's that been, kind of taking over that leadership role, and talk about the responsibility you see with that role?
Well, it was really tough because we haven't really been in a lot of leadership positions because of last year's strong leadership, but people are starting to come together, and we're all trying to just come together as one and just try and lead us to a championship, hopefully.
How important do you think that is for a football team to have that strong leadership?
It's very important. You need people to kind of keep you in check and calm everybody that's nervous out on the field. And so I just try and be that little calming presence.
Yeah, and the defense has a lot of young guys out there, a lot of sophomores, a lot of guys playing for their first time out, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're doing a great job. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
All right, Harrison, let's talk to you. So tell me, same question, being a senior this year, kind of stepping into a big leadership role for you, how's that been?
It's been pretty good. I'm lucky to be in a position group that has a bunch of other leaders too, with Grant Goldberg and Nasheer Love, and we're kind of the oldest group on the defense. And so it's just really, I've just been really working on trying to set a good example and helping those younger kids, because they don't have some of the experience that we've been lucky to have in the past. So just helping them get in the groove of things and just helping lead the defense.
When you get in that defensive huddle and you look around at some of those faces, there's some babies in there, aren't there? There's some young guys in there. What are you thinking when you look at those guys? Like, oh,
well,
man.
I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that was me at one point too. And I know what people like in the past, like Maddox and all them, would tell me, just do what you've been coached to do and rely on your teammates and have faith in your coaches and teammates, and everything will go fine.
That's funny. You and I had a discussion the other day about that JV game when you and Chandler were freshman quarterbacks out in Calhoun.
Sir.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was a little rough.
I can't believe that was 4 years ago.
I hope I've matured since then.
You absolutely have. So tell me about the last play, about breaking up that pass.
Oh, well, we just it was a little hectic situation, driving fourth quarter. Everyone's kind of getting their motions, but I think the defense did a good job of staying calm and always looking over the sidelines. Coach just gave us the call, and I was doing a little kind of like a robbing position, robbing the curl. And when I saw the guy go out, I just broke on it. And once I saw the ball, I was like, I wasn't going to let him catch that one. So,
absolutely. I know one thing that you guys were stressing on defense this week was communication.
Oh, yes, sir.
Talk about, both of you, comment on how important communication is for the whole defensive unit.
Well, it's very important. Well, first of all, from a secondary standpoint, too, the coverage is usually the last thing called. And especially some of these offenses these days running hurry up, we got to get the coverage in quick. And the DBs are the most spread apart. So I got to look and tell Nasheer on this side, and then maybe look the other side to Grant. So it's just an idea of getting the right coverage and checking everybody in the right position in order to make the play.
How about your guys, Noah?
It's very important to be loud when we're out on the field because it's very loud with the crowd and stuff. And with the linemen, they can't really hear too well when they're down in their stance. And that's what happened on that first touchdown that they scored. We didn't communicate well enough, and they ended up busting a touchdown on us. So then we had to go back to the sideline and just emphasize trying to be loud and trying to get the linemen into the right position.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are doing a great job. Thanks for coming on the show. Looking forward to watching you play the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Stay right here, back with more Catamount football after these messages.
It's football time again in Northwest Georgia. Not a lot has changed at the Oakwood Cafe since we filmed last season. We are still serving the same fantastic food we have for the past 13 years. Our staff is many of the familiar faces you consider family. Our catering department is the best in North Georgia, serving over 400 people daily. We love this community, and we wake up 6 days a week looking forward to serving you your favorite Oakwood Cafe meal with a smile. Oakwood Cafe in historic downtown Dalton.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
Hi, I'm Rick Patton.
Here at Transformers, we specialize in transmission of automatic and manual.
But we also offer all factory scheduled maintenance on all makes and models, along with major and minor repairs on all makes and models.
And all of our remanufactured transmissions comes with a 3-year unlimited mileage nationwide warranty.
We also stock a complete line of BG products to keep your car safe and on the road.
From the Transformers crew, God bless and have a beautiful day.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Reds! Go Dalton!
All right, Coach, here are the highlights from Friday night. We're getting ready to, we've got the guys coming in on the catwalk.
Oh, yeah. What a great, man, that was so awesome.
There's our man Doug Smith taking pictures.
That's right. That's right. We had so many people that were there for that catwalk and were a part of it, and that's really special. That's one of our traditions that's just really, really unique, and our kids just love it, gets them excited. Our coaches love it. Once again, wearing our all reds. Great uniform combination by Coach Bennett, and love seeing that. And just once again, what a great experience running out with that big old D-Tron playing up there behind you. That, like I said, it's like a college program. So just a great and outstanding opportunity for us.
Here we are, first possession. JP doesn't have an open receiver, pulls it down and runs it. Number 32 loses his helmet. End up having to kick.
Another good solid night out of Philip Sheely snapping and Ivan Moore kicking. Just really kicks a ball that's hard to catch and deep. There you are making a lot of great suggestions to our offensive line. And I am encouraging you,
yes.
right? So, and encouraging them. This is the run. We had a stunt called right here, and it's the old saying, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. We have one guy that didn't go in the right hole, and when he doesn't go in, when that one guy doesn't do his job, then obviously it creates an opportunity, which they took advantage of, and that's what the good teams will do. Good job by Jaden Montgomery and our kickoff return team right here, getting the ball out over the 30.
We're getting close on a kickoff return.
We are.
Comes a little sweep with Jameer. Yanked out of bounds there. Good 5-6 yard gain. And the flag.
I was just helping him there, by the way. I just reaffirming. Good job right here. We just didn't come back to the ball far enough, and that was an incomplete pass. An incomplete interception. Which we won't slow it down and see, but on our video you can see that the ball's laying on the ground. Another great shot of your host.
Absolutely. Wow. Troy.
Extended play. That's nice. So we hold them, get the ball moved down. Good job there on a little RPO.
Good throw and catch right there. That's actually JP's option when they don't come out and cover the receiver.
Chandler Starks did an
outstanding
job blocking. Just a great job that whole game.
End up having to punt again.
Another good solid kick. He averaged about 42 yards per punt. Good coverage right there by Philip Sheely. Good job by those guys getting down there in red. So they come back, run a little inside zone. They weren't a very complicated offense, and obviously you don't have to be when you got good talent. And they did with in fact, 25 right there is as good a runner to me as 23 is. A little more dangerous because he's got a little more speed. They used him more as a blocking back. But You see the quarterback getting out on the edge, and a great hit right there by Harrison Hughes coming up. Just a great job right there. Inbounds, getting forced out. You'll see it right here. Jack Ridley does a good job getting upfield, making him step up underneath. Good pursuit by Kevin Diaz and Noah Bartoo right there. And then once again, just a big hit coming up there.
That's a
great
big
job.
hit by both of them.
That's right.
Both those guys got in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another inside zone, same play, blitzed right into Noah. Noah makes a great tackle right there. A good job right there by our inside guys. Christian Lama played an outstanding game the other night, as well as Lorenzo Garcia. Another solid game out of our ends, Kevin Diaz and Jerry Alvarado. You'll see those guys moving right here. Good job of Noah Bartoo right here on 4th down, stopping him short of the bat. That's just a hustle play, and a great job getting him before he gets the first down. And like I said, this is just one of those who wants it more plays. And Big Boy didn't run through him right there. He tried to outrun him, and Noah did a great job right there, running him down, spinning him out of bounds short of the sticks. So we end the first half, or in the first quarter, 7-0. We flip chains and wind up getting the ball kicked back to them.
Good game.
Another good job. That's right. Right there, a little X stunt. Christian Lama comes off. Great call. Great game called the other night by Coach Carpenter. Really did an outstanding job putting our guys in some of the positions. We gave up about 30 pounds on the line. And a good job right here by Jack Ridley, covering the receiver. And that's not an interference call. In years past, it has been. So we flip it back to the offense.
Little flip out to Gavin DeFore out there on the edge. Good tough running right there in the middle. Good push by the offensive line.
We probably didn't. I mean, that's not what our backs are probably built for. What we had to do the other night.
No.
Would you agree?
No, we ended up getting in 2 tight ends and just trying to pound it a little bit. There's another good throw and catch. I think Gavin's going to make a lot of good big plays.
No doubt. No doubt.
Good job. 3 or 4 yards right there.
We never really had any problem moving the ball inside, did we?
No. But the guys did a good job of getting on the blocks. And
I mean, when basically we were tackled, it was because guys are coming off the side and making the tackles.
Yeah. Catch by Chandler.
Look at that ball.
There. That's a pretty one.
That's exactly what you want right there. Just a ball, so it got great hang time. Great job right here, Kevin Diaz, G. Alvarado.
Ooh, they almost got that football out.
Yeah, it was close. We had a few the other night. Had a couple of penalties there, also moved the ball back. Great job by our defense, continuing to penetrate. They have to punt it to us.
Come back on offense. Good catch by Chandler right on the sideline.
Good job, and always helps to get assisted by a late hit penalty, especially when he's a yard out.
Yep. Little swing pass again to Chandler. Just got to get a better block by Gavin out there. Just got to stay on it a little bit longer. He'd have been running.
Yep, no doubt.
Roll out. Good decision by JP here to pull it down. I think just picked up a first down right there, too.
JP really did an outstanding job of managing the game the other night.
Did a great job. Swing pass. Jameer did good throw, good catch.
Very coachable young man, too. We told him you can't get tackled in bounds. We've got to get that clock stopped.
Good blocking out there on the perimeter. Look at Chandler.
And Aaron Freer.
And Jaden.
Of course, they showing each other a little love there.
Yep.
So.
Come back. Oh, he was close. We just needed about one more block. And
yep.
I think he'd have scored on that one.
Another 10 pounds.
Yes, another 10 pounds.
We don't quite have the
power
of the punt.
Number 1 last year would probably just run through those guys.
Yeah, 207. You can do a lot right there.
That's right. Good job by JP. Finding the seam right there and just sticking it in the end zone. And that was about 4 seconds left.
Yeah. Well, we told him, you just throw the ball, get it out of your hands. So we got one more play. But he saw that open up. The line did a great job of pushing everybody outside, and he made a quick decision, which is what you want out of your quarterback.
A lot of excitement. Extra point.
Oh. Short kick right there for him.
Yeah.
Good job, Austin Hackney right there, and another group of guys. Jackson Wells coming in, another good play right there by him. Love seeing those guys get down there and play Malachi Gregory. So we go in at the half, importantly, right there with a score closing us in.
Be back in just a minute with the second half highlights.
It's time to save big at the Furniture of Dalton Labor Day sale. For mid-century modern must-haves and no farm required farmhouse looks, plus everything you need to achieve your lofty goals. All of this and so much more at the best prices of the season. Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home.
The twins came sooner than expected.
The nurses cared for me and my baby.
I chose Hamilton because I trust my doctor.
Hamilton Medical Center is home to beautiful new arrivals every day. Each child and each delivery is unique. Hamilton is prepared with a level 3 neonatal intensive care unit and comfortable rooms and amenities. Hamilton Medical Center, serving you and your family with compassion, healing, and excellence.
I was sinking deep underneath.
It's time to save big at the Furniture of Dalton Labor Day sale. For mid-century modern must-haves and no farm required farmhouse looks, plus everything you need to achieve your lofty goals. All of this and so much more at the best prices of the season. Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home.
All right, coming back with the second half highlights. There's a great shot of the student section. They are excited. Look at them.
They did a great job the other night.
We were on television, had the CW channel, and Channel 9 was there, and so it was a great night.
Yeah, it is. There's a great kick. That's the guy we know.
Absolutely.
That's where that short kicking comes from.
Put it in the end zone.
That's right. So they moved the ball down on us right here, had a couple of big plays, and had an interference call. And then we wind up right here, kind of bowing our backs. A great job right here by our defense, creating some negative yards. Right there, a couple of big hits right there. Great job by our guys. And then we get a faulty snap. Guys do a good job of staying outside, keeping contained, not losing it. Great job right there. Good job, Roger Quintero, Christian Lama, as we mentioned. Get a good stunt right there, and then, like I said, great job being coachable and doing what we worked on. A lot of young guys out there on that field. That's good. So come back and try to throw the ball down the field, and what an outstanding play by Nasir. He did a great job of baiting him, making him think that he had beaten or was beaten, and induced the throw. Goes up, makes a great catch.
Come back with the offense. Tyus Love in there running hard, but we can't score on that drive. We really needed it at that point too.
So we punt down. They take the ball back over, come back, and they're trying to move it. Great job by Grant Goldberg. Grant's had to really step up and play some different positions for us based on what we see as perceived threats. He's basically playing all 5 positions in the secondary. Great job right there. We force it and then come back here, and then once again, Grant Goldberg on a hit that is one for the ages. That's a great hit.
That's a form tackle.
Absolutely. All you kids watching, my son was watching, said, Daddy, I'm going to hit like that Saturday in his rec league game. So just a great job there. But they do come back and score and wind up kicking off to us right here. Nasir gets a good ball, is able to return and gets it out closer to midfield, somewhere around a little past the 30, 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think that's what makes Shiflett so dangerous. He's a good runner as well as a passer.
I don't know if that's not maybe his better suit. I mean, he's certainly adequate at passing, but he can really run the ball. He's shifty. You can see that on the basketball court.
There's a great throw by JP.
Good protection here.
Good protection. They twist in the middle. Our guys pick it up. Good throw and catch right there. We did this here.
Yeah, great job right there. Good job of our guys.
Come back again. Good protection.
And right here, sometimes that's what you do. You just got to throw the ball up and take your chances. And here, we get the interference call. So wind up going into the fourth quarter. We wind up flip the downs, flip the ball over to them, and then our defense goes to work. This is really where I think as a team we began to work hard together. They've been hard all night long, but then here's where the offense is feeding off the defense and defense is feeding off the offense.
Going to wrestle that ball out.
Yeah, great job right here. We get a blitz on the side. We missed it. He steps up, but then those guys are ferocious. They just stay after him and whip those guys.
Llama in there getting that football.
He's trying to get that football. So we force a quick punt. And right here, you're going to see the block. Golly, it's one of those where if you saw it, maybe at 50 you call it, maybe you don't. But we're certainly generally going to get that call against us, so that's part of the deal. We can't even be close.
It was a tremendous return.
It was, but a great job right here. We go a little bit into a hurry up right here. We feel like conditioning is one of the things in our favor, and we bring out a spread guys.
Good protection, good throw and catch to Jaden.
You really felt the momentum shift at this point, didn't you?
Absolutely. This is a great decision by JP. This was not a quarterback draw, but it certainly looked just like it. I mean, walling him off, and there he takes off with the ball. So a really good decision by him just to pull it down.
That's that game experience.
They blitz a middle linebacker. JP does a good job of making him miss.
Guy tries to rip his helmet off.
Yeah. He really showed another part of his game. The running ability that he showed Friday night was terrific.
Really was. You and I both thought that was
I thought it was a pick when he threw it. So, great catch by Gavin. I think we had somebody in the wrong place on the route here, but I don't know where it was going, but we got it. So that's what counts.
Yeah, complete
right.
to us.
Drew it up just like that.
That's right.
Comes back on a rollout, back against the grain, just gets a little bump right there by Ozzie on the defensive lineman 72, and he takes it in.
This is the advantage of a 200-pound quarterback,
yes,
right?
Yes.
We saw that 3 times on that drive right there.
Yep. Yeah, he's bigger than all our running backs.
Yeah, by 20 or 30 pounds.
All right.
Great job. Why did he stick his foot in the ground? I like old Osbaldo back there on the back.
Ozzie.
He's working hard.
He's one of those young fellas out there playing all the time.
That's awesome.
Doing a good job.
Love the excitement. Love seeing these guys get excited and get into that. Another good snap, another good hold, and certainly another good kick.
So 14-17, 6:48 to go in the game.
What'd you feel right here, Bill?
You definitely felt the momentum turn. You just felt like we got to get the ball back. That was a concern, is that they had such they had such a strong running game.
And right here, just a great job. We talked all week about how at the end of the day, big players have got to make big plays in big games, and this was certainly that moment right here. And great call by Coach Carpenter. Great job of Nasheer being coachable, doing what he was told to do, staying in that underneath position, and does a great job right there making the interception. And here, right now you felt
absolutely
just a shot in the arm.
Come back and run the trap. Good running. Good ball security by Jameer. Got it wrapped up when they get in traffic.
Great job by our line.
Ivan makes a nice block there. Jared Spradlin getting on the mic.
Hunter had a better game, didn't you think?
Hunter,
down the field.
Yes,
and
Hunter
working.
and Aaron improved a lot. Both of them did with their blocking. Here's a little counter play down to the 1 or 2 yard line.
Love seeing how hard he runs the ball.
Yes.
Love seeing it. Great ground level shot right here. He's more of that slashing guy, isn't he? For us offensively.
Great push here on the quarterback sneak. You see all those red pants in the end zone.
Second favorite play, right?
Absolutely. The most favorites coming up.
Love seeing that excitement. Love seeing that. When those guys are getting excited, they feed and play off each other. And that's one of the hard parts as a coach, is not being able to get all into that excitement, because you got to stay in control and think about the next 2 plays. But you love seeing those guys get in it and play and be excited. And right here, it's gut check time. It's exactly what you were talking about earlier. This is the moment where everybody plays 10 to 20% better. And the guys that don't are the guys that wind up losing. And certainly this is a situation where some guys made some plays that not only they're capable of making, but they made some plays that you just got to have whether you're capable or not. This is where conditioning comes in. And Jerry and Kevin Diaz, 2 of our black circle guys, they certainly are guys that they're relentless. And
it's hard work rushing the passer,
absolutely,
too.
man.
It really is.
And we bring in Gabe Hill there. Great job by Coach Carpenter bringing him in, getting a little bit more speed there.
What an effort by Shiflett.
Great job. He is an outstanding athlete, period. You got to give the devil his due, and certainly he does a great job. And right here, our defense just does an outstanding job. Literally everybody's where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to be doing. And
a lot of times you'll see teams score on something like this.
Oh, yeah.
Where they roll out, and all of a sudden
discipline.
The backside is vacated, and our guys are in position to come back and knock the ball away.
That's exactly right.
Third down. Get
Great
some pressure.
Oh, yeah. Right
Paying
there,
after
Gabe
a good
Hill.
job.
What a great story. Gabe Hill just does an outstanding. That's a sophomore linebacker weighing about 140 pounds, but he just got a motor, and that's why he's in there. Coach has got him in there because he's got that motor. And this is the minute, nobody's running the power at us, spreading guys out and asking you to be an athlete. Just
Here we
a great
go.
job.
Fourth down.
Just a great communication right here. Got the call in. The kids are confident. They know what we're doing. I love seeing these guys talking. That's what it's about right there. They're communicating. They're talking it through, talking about what they need to do. They know their zones. And right here, just a great job. Great quick pressure. And then, of course, just an outstanding job right there by Harrison Hughes, Grant Goldberg, two of our seniors. They got to make those plays. They got to make those plays. Love to see that sideline doing what we like to do right there, and that's celebrating at the end. Great field view right here. You'll see it. And just Malachi Gregory, another sophomore, starter for us at corner. Figured they'd go at him, and there he is out there making a play as well. Just a great job. Love seeing that. Love seeing our injured out there jumping around, the doctors jumping around, everybody jumping. That's great. Love that. And now, your favorite play in all of football.
There is nothing better than running out the clock.
Yeah.
And victory play. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Great evening. Tremendous comeback. Great
Love
crowd.
it, man.
A lot of fun.
And a great scoreboard.
That's right.
He loves it. Great job. And Coach Robinson and the Bruins, they did an outstanding job of coming in and fighting, certainly giving us all we wanted. Good luck to them as they head down the road into their region play.
With the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red! Let's go
All right, Coach, we're back with the scouting report. And Sonoraville, defensively, it's going to look very familiar to our fans. They run a 3-3 defense. The defensive coordinator, Coach Ross, was at Calhoun when they kind of developed that system. So it'll be very familiar to what we've seen in the past with 3 down people, 3 linebackers, and then they'll come in and out of the box some. And we're seeing that defense quite a lot recently.
It's certainly a very diversified defense that allows you to play some smaller players, minimize how many larger players. Everybody's kind of moving, so nobody's really got to take on base blocks. It's not like this week where you looked out there and you saw 4 big guys head up, and you got. I mean, these guys are going to be. You kind of almost got to chase them a little bit to block them. But they're defensively they'll be sound, and we'll have certainly a little bit of experience to go back on. From an offensive standpoint, the offensive coordinator is the new head coach. So pretty much, if you remember last year, a lot of their spread stuff, a little bit of 2-back sets, things like that, they'll look a little bit like us. They're going to be more short, quick stuff, really trying to push the ball, not as much downfield, but out to the perimeter, try to get you spread out and run inside into gaps. So very good offense. Special teams, very sound. They're not going to hurt themselves. They're not going to overkick the ball or overkick their coverage, but they're going to be very smart. So like I say, I think what's coming in is a very sound, very smart football team, kind of knows what they can do, and I think they're just going to try to do the best they can at what they do and let that be the game plan. They play very hard, absolutely. So very good football team, very sound. So we just got to be sure that we're doing what we do better than them doing what they do.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
Hi, I'm Rick Patton.
Here at Transformers, we specialize in transmission of automatic and manual.
But we also offer all factory scheduled maintenance on all makes and models, along with major and minor repairs on all makes and models.
And all of our remanufactured transmissions comes with a 3-year unlimited mileage nationwide warranty.
We also stock a complete line of BG products to keep your car safe and on the road.
From the Transformers crew, God bless and have a beautiful day.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
I'm Kelsey with the Chick-fil-A here in Dalton, and we're partnering again this year with the Dalton Quarterback Club to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal with Coke products sold separately. Chick-fil-A of Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken
and go Big Red! Go
I was tired of being limited by my knee pain.
I fell while riding my bike and needed a partial hip replacement.
I was kicking the ball and I felt a snap.
From joint replacements to complex spinal surgeries, Hamilton Medical Center's experts know how to get you back in the game. Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is Joint Commission certified in hip, knee, and shoulder replacement surgery. If pain is keeping you on the sidelines, get your life back with the help of Hamilton Medical Center.
All right, Coach, we're wrapping up week 2. Hard to believe we're headed into week 3 of the football season. But before we do, I know you want to thank some folks, and especially the about the big video board.
Listen, I tell you, if you weren't there, you really missed an enjoyable evening. There's certainly some things we got to work out, decibel levels and all that kind of stuff, because a lot of that's based on the size of the crowd that you have. And so they'll work through those, but I'm telling you, it was one of the greatest high school experiences, and it was only enhanced by our new D-Tron video board. And we would be so remiss. There was so many people that worked so hard to get this thing put together. In fact, I know personally, I don't think they've ever done something like this in that short of a time frame. So first of all, the company, Formetco, did an outstanding job of getting the materials and all that, and getting it here, getting it delivered on time, it being appropriate materials, all that stuff. But then from that point, we really had a lot of local people that really stepped up. Dalton Utilities stepped in and did just an outstanding job getting everything hooked up. We had to redo the power to the box to get things set up for in there. Rusty Lown, our maintenance crew, did an outstanding job of rebuilding some walls in there, reconfiguring stuff, because it has to be cooled at a certain temperature, and they jumped in at the last minute, built a wall in a day, literally, got power in, conditioner in, just amazing what all they did. And then from that point on, Alan Felker and Felker Construction did all of the prep work, getting all the wiring and everything there.
Somebody dug a big old hole.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you've never seen one. I mean, I think they found Jimmy Hoffa in the process, but they've got that, all the material and hooked up. And then from that point, I mean, Joe Goldberg, Jerry Scott, Rob Taylor, Brandon Brown. I mean, these guys worked tirelessly to put together. Arguably, and in fact, I've got a text message that was shared with me that Blake, who's the Formetco kind of project engineer, shared with all of their management. He said this was the best, absolute best first game he's ever seen in all of his years with the company. And that's because of our Dalton people and our local partners joining in and being a part of that. And so just very, very appreciative of literally those guys worked for 2 weeks solid. And they've got other jobs, but they were here and they were available and did their part getting everything hooked up. And I know I missed some people, but those were the main people that were here when I was able to be here and see some of the things. And then last, I just want to thank those corporate sponsors that are paying for it, because once again, there's no cost here to the taxpayers, nothing to the school system. The only issues that'll be a cost is insurance, which has to be carried by the school since it's technically on school and city property, which the quarterback club is reimbursing them for. So it's a zero cost to our school system and our community. And I just think about the opportunities of it. Students being involved. We were told about one of the students at one of our local schools that is on full scholarship because they worked on the video board. A university comes up, literally recruits them to come do their video board. So as our school begins to kind of absorb this into our school system and create some opportunities within our graphic arts and video production department, which Miss Patrick runs, which is, you see a lot of the stuff that's done there, and most of it's done in conjunction with Brandon Brown Productions, helping them and kind of being kind of a lead partner in that. It's just really special to see all that stuff come together such a short time, and to me, that's that Dalton difference. You hear that a lot in the paper, read it a lot in the paper, hear our board talk about it. That's the Dalton difference. Everybody working together, and it's not working for anything other than these kids.
Think about how they can just enhance the graduation experience.
Oh, absolutely.
What it'll do for the graduation
You can
ceremony.
see a kid now instead of just seeing a ghost figure, a gown, and a cap. You actually get to see it. Yeah, the possibilities in this are really endless. And to all of our sponsors that are corporate that are helping pay for this, thank you for the commitment, the long-term commitments you made, and certainly we'll uphold our end of the bargain, making sure that we're able to put you guys out there with a winning product on the field and more than 10 games a year. I think that's the big thing.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, let's close up the show like we always do. So we're back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.